The most Hells Angels fear these brutal bikers. Within the world of outlaw motorcycle clubs, the Hells Angels stand as one of the most notorious and feared groups. However, lurking in the shadows are other biker gangs that strike terror even into the hearts of the Hells Angels. In this video, we will explore some of the most brutal and feared biker gangs that have earned a reputation for violence, criminal activities, and their ability to instill fear in the legendary Hells Angels. Sons of Silence. The Sons of Silence Motorcycle Club, or SOSMC, is an outlaw motorcycle club with a global presence. Established in 1966 in Niwot, Colorado, USA, the club boasts over 250 members across 35 chapters, spanning 12 US states and Germany, ranking as the world's 6th largest motorcycle club. They follow the Hells Angels, the Banditos, the Outlaws, the Pagans, and the Mongols in size and influence. Designated a criminal organization by the United States Department of Justice, the Sons of Silence Motorcycle Club has a fascinating history. It was founded by Bruce Gale "The Dude" Richardson, a former U.S. Navy serviceman, in 1966. After Richardson's departure, Leonard Lloyd J.R. Reed Jr., another Navy veteran, took over as the national president, significantly shaping the club's trajectory. Reed, along with attorney and motorcyclist Richard Lester, established the Colorado Confederation of Clubs in the 1990s, facilitating communication between motorcycle clubs and reducing conflicts. Both Richardson and Reed have since passed away, leaving behind a legacy in the club's history. While primarily concentrated in the mountain states and the Midwest, the Sons of Silence expanded beyond Colorado, with the Iowa chapter as the first step in 1968, forming an alliance with the Hells Angels. The club's international footprint began in 1998 with the founding of its first chapter in Munich, Germany, followed by additional branches in various German cities in the subsequent years. Vagos, 1965. The Vagos Motorcycle Club, also known as the Green Nation, is a notorious one-percenter motorcycle club that originated in 1965 in San Bernardino, California. The club's emblem features Loki, the mischievous Norse god, riding a motorcycle, and its members are typically recognized by their green attire. With approximately 4,000 members spread across 200 chapters, the Vagos Motorcycle Club has a significant presence in several U.S. states, including Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, and Missouri. They also have chapters in various European countries and 10 chapters in Mexico, covering regions such as Baja California, Jalisco, and Mexico City. Additionally, there were reports of Vagos in Ontario, Canada, who patched over to the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, or American Outlaws Association, in 2015 before the AOA disbanded in 2018. The Inland Empire, where the club was founded in the late 1960s, boasts around 200 members. In 2013, the Vagos Motorcycle Club extended its reach to Sweden and Australia, expanding its global influence further. The club's distinctive insignia was created by a member from the Bordeaux chapter, slang for San Bernardino, while he was in prison. It showcases Loki in a muscle-bound caricature riding a motorcycle against a green background. Members wear denim jackets adorned with patches displaying the club name integrated into the middle patch, along with bottom rockers indicating their chapter's region or state, like SO, CAL, California, or Arizona. Other patches include the number 22 and a Loki head. Upon completing a probationary period and being validated as a full-fledged member, they receive an MF patch, or motorcycle family, on the front of their jackets. Some members have been spotted with additional patches depicting a green swastika and an SS symbol. Notably, the club has faced controversy, including involvement in a shooting at John Ascuaga's Nugget in Sparks, Nevada, on September 23, 2011. The incident resulted in the death of Jeffrey Pettigrew, the president of the Hells Angels chapter in San Jose, California, and injuries to Vagos members. Several arrests were made in connection with the incident, including Ernesto Manuel Gonzalez, a Vagos member charged with killing Pettigrew. Gary Rudnick, the vice president of the Los Angeles chapter of Vagos, was later arrested for instigating the fight that led to the shooting and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in a plea agreement. A trial was held for the 2 Vagos members involved, as well as a Hells Angels member who fired at a crowd, on October 29, 2012. Mongols. In California in 1969, Although they aren't quite as large as the Vagos, they're making steady progress. They are building a reputation for themselves in Australia, which has caught the interest of the locals. The Comanchero and the Rebels MC, both of which are rapidly expanding clubs with chapters cropping up across the globe. This is similar to the situation with many of the clubs that are located here. The MC claims that they have adhered to a new code of conduct that has resulted in the exclusion of drug users and criminals from the organization, despite the fact that they have been linked to drug use, extortion, and robbery. Pagans. This previously triumph-riding bunch of brothers were a legitimate biking club in Maryland in 1959, but by the early 1970s, they had turned their backs on the HA and started running weapons. They were known as the Pagans. In spite of the fact that they appear to have a very low membership, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms considers them to be one of the Big Four organized crime groups. Some of their influential allies include the Aryan Brotherhood and the Italian Mafia, to name just two. Bandidos. It is 1966, based in Texas, and is one of the largest gangs in this region. They have more than 2,500 members and are active in over 22 countries and counting. They have established a fearsome reputation over the course of the previous few years, with the majority of the worst turf-related violence taking place in Canada, Scandinavia, Germany, Holland, and Australia, alongside Rebels MC. A recent incident in Waco, Texas in May of this year involving a variety of competing clubs that resulted in a gun war and the deaths of 9 individuals provides evidence that they are still active and well at home as well. Their motif, which states that they are the people our parents warned us about, is not sarcastic in any way. Outlaws, AOA. After moving to France in 1993, this group became the only other club on this list to have a proper presence in the United Kingdom, which has resulted in at least one death related to gang activity. This group was established all the way back in 1935 in Illinois, making it the oldest organization on this list. Their disdain for the HA is a part of the modern outlaw motto, which reads, "Adios. Angels die in outlaw states." In spite of several convictions for crimes such as murder, theft, racketeering, drug trafficking, etc., the club insists that they are not a criminal organization and that they are growing in size while simultaneously learning from their mistakes in the past. The Blue Angels. The Blue Angels are credited with being the oldest 1%er gang in Europe. They were founded in 1963 in Glasgow, which is located in Scotland. The club's behavior has been everything but angelic, despite the fact that it features artwork from the American Civil War. The Blue Angels are notorious for their penchant for violence and have been involved in a number of violent acts, including assaults, robberies, and fights with other gangs in countries such as Belgium and Spain. Their tendency for violence and intimidation is demonstrated by their horrific attacks, one of which included an assault on rival Nomads riders that resulted in accusations of attempted murder. The Headhunters. They were at one time a street gang, but they later transformed themselves into a motorcycle club. In a short amount of time, the Headhunters established a reputation for being a vicious and exclusive group. The Headhunters started off with only 30 members, but now they have several hundred people in their ranks after experiencing explosive membership growth. The fact that their patch depicts a skull of a burning demon with twisted horns is a reflection of the aggressive nature of the group. The history of the gang is marred by violent episodes, such as the stabbing of the leader of a rival group and convictions for the death of members of rival gangs, as well as convictions for engaging in aggravated robbery and kidnapping. The Rebels Motorcycle Club. The Rebels Motorcycle Club was founded in Queensland, Australia in 1969. The club borrowed images from the American Civil War, including a patch that included a Confederate flag and the skull of a Confederate soldier. In spite of the fact that they assert themselves to be a law-abiding motorcycle club, the Rebels have been linked to violent altercations with rival gangs, participation in the drug trade, and trafficking in stolen items. Their frightening reputation is a direct result of the stringent membership requirements, as well as their collection of guns. That's all for the video today. We will be right back with more. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching!